Ever since March 2000, the WWE Gaming series has been a prominent fixture in the professional wrestling sports simulation world for nearly 24 years, now with a multitude of well-received and not so well-received installments, with the good, depending on who you ask, being the likes of SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, the SmackDown vs. Raw series, with 2006 and 2011 taking the reins of being most beloved during that era, WWE 12 mainly due to its Road to WrestleMania installment, WWE 2K14 with its 30 years of WrestleMania, also being the last game produced by THQ before they departed the series due to bankruptcy. And then you had the bad, being the likes of SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, WWE 2K15 on the, at the time, next gen versions, WWE 2K17, of course, WWE 2K20, obviously, and WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Man, I forgot all about that game until I started making this video. But you get the gist. AEWGames and its spin-offs like WWF No Mercy, Day of Reckoning, various mobile games has maintained a grip over the American wrestling gaming community with a total of 82 games at the time of this recording since WCW's last video game titled WCW Backstage Assault on the OG PlayStation and Nintendo 64, TNA's TNA Wrestling Impact in 2011 on mobile phones, and New Japan Pro Wrestling's NJPW Strong Spirits in 2021 also on mobile phones. But for the first time since those games, All Elite Wrestling has decided to enter the field with their console debut with the game dubbed AEW Fight Forever, developed by former AEWGames developers Ukes and published by THQ Nordic. For the uninitiated, Fight Forever, according to AEW, is considered to be a love letter to WWF No Mercy and WCW's Virtual Pro Wrestling 64. And I have not played it until now. So today's purpose is for me to sit down and finally play it, give my unfiltered thoughts, because I have not seen any gameplay outside of a few clips on Twitter, which you guys should be following me, by the way, if it's not broken. We have fun over there to Twitter standards. But outside of a few clips here and there, I have not played this game. So sit back, relax, light a fat one Godfather style, and by the conclusion of this video, I will tell you if this game should be passed over or played. Right off the rip, what I appreciate about the presentation of the game is how they open it up with that introduction package showing you clips from the first full year of AEW until recent. It gave me TNA Impact opening package vibes. Anybody else felt that? I like the aesthetics of the opening menu. It gave me SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 vibes with us being in the locker room. And that music choice by Mikey Ruckus, man, writing this script was hard because I had it playing in the background and I couldn't contain my composure. I was about to start twerking with no ass. Wait, my fault. Let me contain my composure. I apologize. But back on track. I loved how they opened the game and made it feel like a big deal when you're playing it for the very first time. For those who has checked out my streams over on Twitch knows for a fact that I pretty much suck ass when I play new games. No matter what, I try, but I just suck. So for the purpose of my sanity and this video, I actually started in the training option so that I won't look like a complete fool playing this game. And after playing through it for a bit, once without the CPU moving and then with the CPU moving, it took me back to the first time I played WWE Day of Reckoning 2 on the GameCube, where I had no idea what was going on. But instead of getting frustrated, I kept going, and I kept going, and I kept going until I finally got the hang of it. And then I decided to actually play a match on casual mode as I was still getting used to the feel of the game, which allows you to trigger various moves without having to use the left stick. And oh my God, is that William Regal? Hey buddy, have you called Excalibur back after ghosting him? Sorry. But after playing my first match within the game as Powerhouse Hobbs, obviously, against Andrade, it was pretty good, especially when I suplexed Andrade through the barricade. But a guy like me would have liked to see a member from the crowd try to run through and get laid out by Hobbs. I'm just saying, I just wanted to spine bust a couple bitches, that's all.
Nigga, what?
But in all seriousness, I realized the more I won, the more cash you racked up. And then with that cash, I was able to unlock people like Cody Rhodes, alternate attires for the Young Bucks, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and even Aubrey Edwards herself, the referee, which was pretty cool. And I was able to also buy apparel for my car, arena, moves, entrance, and more, which I hope to see them expand upon as time goes on with updates, like allowing me to use the horse as a weapon to where I can kick my opponents in the face. Just a suggestion. The next thing I played in exhibition mode was the exploding barbed wire death match between Jungle Boy Jack Perry and his father figure, Christian Cage, and boy did I get my ass kicked. It's like I forgot how to play. And then after 120 seconds, the ring exploded and I lost my mind. But then I thought the match was supposed to end, but the match kept going and I was discombobulated. So of course I lost to Jungle Jack, but I wasn't going to let Christian go out like that. So I got a rematch. And then after failing again, I got the hang of it and started murking that fool twice in a row and got my lick back against the guy who, and I quote, bangs the hottest bitch in the room.
No bars.
None.
Not a bar.
But my only critique from the exploding barbed wire death match is continuing after practically dying in that ring. But then again, it could just be me thinking WWE 2K would do blah, 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 and not what a game this style would do. But outside of that, I had fun. The last thing I played through initially in exhibition was the mini games that gives you the option to play one singular game or up to 3 games in a row, which had Chip Gather, AEW Pop Quiz, Penta Says, Join Us, and Death Race X. I went ahead and played one game for the purpose of this video and tried out AEW Pop Quiz to see what it's talking about. And if you have 4 controllers locally, you can play with other people, but seeing as all of my friends aren't local, I just played solo, not Sokoa. That was a bad pun. I'm sorry. But after playing it, the questions were easy if you watch the product or do what I do and research wrestlers for video purposes. And most were hard if you couldn't care less, but my only critique with that is they should make it harder and more challenging the more you play, which I hope happens seeing as I only played it once for the purpose of this video. I had a conversation with my thumbnail editor, Steve OG, and told him the mini games would be a fun way for, say, a series of streams or challenge videos. I don't know if the mini games are online, but if they aren't, big miss AEWGames. Massive miss. Overall, the gameplay feels arcadey, which I like, and the more you play and get lazy with playing it, the more the game will catch you lacking and you'll probably get your ass kicked, like a lot of people I've seen on Twitter. Now let's step over to online. You have 3 options: ranked match, casual match, and private match. For this video, I decided to check out ranked match to see what is on. I know for a fact that I'll probably lose. Ranked matches are where you compete against players online. In ranked matches, if you're just starting to play, you'll begin as a rookie, which makes sense, and you'll need to basically rack up wins to maintain the AEW main eventer status, and the top 100 AEW main eventers will be given the title of legend. To me, it sounds like 2K Towers. Let's see if it will be exactly that. Okay, you have options outside of one-on-one matches. You can do tag team matches, 3-ways, 4-ways, casino battle royal, ladder matches, etc. For now, I'll do one-on-one lights out match, and I'll be using Powerhouse Hobbs, and my opponent was using Darby Allin. After some time, I lost, because of course I did, but I have some more gameplay thoughts. My opponent sending me from the top rope with a table set up should automatically send me through it. Hopefully that's something that can be patched over time. Otherwise, yikes. But playing online was pretty solid my first time, and once I saw the danger meter, I didn't bother breaking my controller trying to kick out. Now here comes my critique about online. The longer I played, the more I noticed slight lag here and there when I was doing moves, or moments where moves wouldn't connect. There was also times during the lights out match where I wanted to grab a weapon and I'd hit the right buttons, like you have to hit the R2 and down the left stick, and nothing happened. And the more I did, the more I noticed myself getting slightly frustrated. Hopefully in future patches that can be addressed. Otherwise, that'll be a problem the longer it goes unaddressed. Moving on to customization, and here we have 3 options: create a wrestler, team, and arena. Of course, checking out custom wrestler mode, and the options I saw was create a male wrestler, female wrestler, and modifying wrestlers already in the game. I was originally going to make the Prodigy Carmelo Young until I saw they have my name in the game. So of course, since WWE owns the rights to Carmelo Young, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am... Nope. The game crashed soon as I went to customize the moveset. So let me try this one more time. But before I move on really quick, one thing I've noticed is when you're making selections during, like, say, choosing your name or hometown, don't go too fast or the game will slow down awkwardly like it's trying to lag in offline mode. I don't know what that is about. Hopefully that's fixed as well. Now back on track. But after spending another 30 minutes creating a call, I skipped the moves and entrances and another crash? Man, fuck. Listen, I don't know when the next patch is coming between the time of this recording and the time this video uploads, but y'all might want to fix that as soon as possible. All right? Now let's tap into the tag team or the teams, and it's pretty straightforward. I like how you can add props to your entrances and have various options through the jukebox. I created FTR since even though I downloaded them via DLC, they didn't have them created as a tag team by default. Another thing 2K spoiled me with, because when you download a tag team during their DLC, they're already created, but the team portion is pretty straightforward for the most part. Now checking out create an arena here, and similar to calls, you have the option to create a completely original arena or simply modify an arena already in the game. And when you select a new arena, it's limited, which I expected because I'm surprised it's even in the game to begin with, but I created a version of Dynamite without the game crashing, so I guess that counts for something. Now as far as Road to Elite is concerned, I will save gameplay of that for a live stream, so keep it locked on here for that, subscribe and all that good stuff. And obviously as this video concludes, the challenges section is pretty much you have to play through the game to, I guess, get cash and points and all that good jazz. Now I know I won't get through that create 3 custom wrestlers option if the game keeps crashing. But after initially spending 2 some odd hours of playing this game, having some fun moments that made me genuinely laugh or shout, and having some moments that made me almost throw my controller and break it, what is the final verdict of this game being a pass or play? And I will be completely honest here, no bias whatsoever. It gives me Day of Reckoning more so than No Mercy, but seeing as I haven't played that game in so long, I will probably have to play No Mercy again to see if I feel the same thing. But after playing Fight Forever, I'm going to have to go with this game being a pass for now. Now, the reason why I say that is because for the price that you're paying for it, I believe I paid $71 for the Elite version. There are some bugs, at least on the PS4 version that I played. I can't speak for the other consoles, but there are some bugs that shouldn't have made it there day one. The game crashing constantly after spending some time making a call nearly made me not finish this video low key. But instead of getting mad, I just pushed on through. Now I'm told by those who follow me on Twitter that in order to do a quick fix, I have to play offline, like completely turn off my internet, and when I did that, it worked. Again, that is a problem that shouldn't have made it day one. But yeah, if I'm being completely honest, this game has some form of replayability offline. As I mentioned when I gave my thoughts about online, the moments of lagging and dealing with OP characters, oh yeah, there's this thing where the more you play, there's likely a chance you're bound to face an overpowered player, and that should not be allowed online in my opinion, because they will definitely cheese the hell out of those moves that you can't reverse. But the limitations in Creation Suite will get boring after a while, but despite all of that and some of the promise I can personally see in the game over time if they do everything right, it's still a pass for now. Is it something you can play with your friends locally or online? If it doesn't lag, yes, because I actually had fun playing it. But until they patch things I've mentioned or things I've missed or things that other creators have mentioned, don't rush to get this game just yet. And that's all I got. But let me know what you guys think. Was I too harsh or fair on AEW's first console game? Will you get the game regardless to see how it plays for yourself? Let me know down in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button for more similar and other wrestling content from yours truly, including this video right here where I showed you how I thought WWE should have booked Money in the Bank 2023 using WWE 2K23. Y'all be breezy, and I'll see you over there.
Living pretty well on the chairman. I ain't giving no chance like Vince. Brock Lesnar on the beast. Eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. Whole new swag with a price on the tag. Coming live from the west to the east. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level gotta increase. Bringing content on a daily. Feeling like Gresh unleashed.